Today I want to do a little mini training on why you are mindlessly snacking in the evening. So what I hear so often from so many people is during the day, it is so much easier to eat healthy. During the day, it is so much easier for me to not be mindlessly snacking. Like, I'm busy, I'm doing things at work. Like, I have things to do during the day. But come the evening, especially after dinner, that is when you find yourself mindlessly snacking when you're not even hungry. And if you can relate to mindlessly snacking in the evening, this is extremely common. It's actually something that I personally struggled with when I was on my journey to heal my relationship with food, where it was like easy peasy during the day. Like, sure, I still thought about food during the day, but it was really the evening time where it was out of habit. It was habitual. It did not matter what time I would get home from work. It didn't matter if I got home at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 7 o'clock. I would always be going straight into the kitchen and grabbing something to eat. So I understand the struggles of nighttime mindless snacking and how frustrating that can be, especially if you are somebody that can pretty much do well all day, right? And then come the evenings, you feel like what the heck? You get so frustrated because it's like, man, I did so well all day. I felt so good. I was having these nourishing meals. Like, maybe you even prep some meals for yourself. And then after dinner, it's like, I didn't need that extra cookie. I didn't need the extra chocolate. I wasn't even hungry. Maybe you even find yourself sitting in front of the TV. You're not even hungry. But then your husband pulls out a snack. Your husband pulls out a snack. You're not even hungry. Me after work. Yes, it's super common. So you might be sitting on the couch and you're not even hungry. You're not even thinking about food. And then your husband pulls out a snack, and then all of a sudden now you're like, I want a snack. And you're just eating with your eyeballs because it looks good. And again, sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. Hi, Allie. I'm so glad you enjoyed the videos. There's nothing wrong with eating because something looks good. Like, there's a time and a place for that. But if every single night you are eating and you know you're not hungry, that's a problem. It's habitual, right? You might even find yourself right after dinner, like literally you're putting the dishes away and you're already grabbing something to eat already. So I want to talk to you guys about the 3 main reasons why you are struggling with nighttime mindless snacking. Now, there's different types of eating that can occur in the evening after work or after dinner. It could be binge eating. So maybe this is when you just feel out of control with food. It could be emotional eating. So this is where it's like, finally time to unwind and relax. Oh, it's been such a stressful day at work, or you're feeling anxious, you're feeling stressed out. You're feeling certain emotions that you don't want to feel, so then that's when you turn to food. It could also just be mindless snacking. Like, maybe you're not even stressed. You're not binging, like you're not out of control, but you're just eating because you're like, meh, what else is there to do? What else is there to do? I still got an hour before bed, so I might as well just keep on eating. Okay? So there's different types of nighttime eating that you might be experiencing. Okay, so the first reason why you are mindlessly snacking in the evening is because you don't know how to slow down. During the day, you are running around like a chicken with your head cut off. You are go from this to this. I need to be doing something. I always need to be being productive. You're in back-to-back meetings, or you're running this errand, and you're doing this for somebody else, and you're doing this. When you are constantly go all day long, you're extremely busy, you don't know how to slow down. Finally, come the evening, when it's like, okay, the chaos has quieted down a little bit, it's like I need something to make me feel relaxed because I was literally nonstop on the go all day. And so you come home after doing literally 900 million things, and you need to unwind, you need to relax. And this is for everybody. Everybody needs the night times to wind down. Everybody needs time to decompress, to unwind, to relax before the next day. You do a lot in a day. But if you don't know how to slow down and you're way too busy throughout the day, the only time that you have to slow down is going to be in the evening. And if you don't know how to just be with yourself, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so used to just being busy. Like, this feels foreign. This feels weird, just like not doing anything. You eat because you are uncomfortable doing nothing. You're good at distracting yourself when you're at work. Sure, I'll do this. Oh yeah, I'll take on that extra task. Yes, I'll do that. Oh sure, I'll do the laundry and I'll cook and I'll clean and I'll go to this and I'll go to this store and I'll do this and I'll do that. And I'm going to go for my walk and I'm also going to do my workout and I'm also going to meal prep. You're so busy during the day. And then come the evening, you're like, well, what do I do? And you need downtime. You need that time to relax. But you don't know how to just be with yourself. So then you just eat. It's the only time that you finally have to slow down, to decompress. So the way that you combat that is by slowing down during the day. Now, people think slowing down means like, I'm not going to be productive. Lorna, I have things to do, okay? Maybe you got kids, you're working, you've got things to do. But there is a very big difference between being so busy, being so stressed out, being so overwhelmed, and getting things done. You can be productive and get things done, but not feel overwhelmed. But when you have this constant feeling of like, I always need to be doing something. I always need to be doing something. I don't know how to slow down. You just literally have a hard time slowing down. You have to work through that. You have to work through being able to slow down, especially during the day, so that come the evening, that's not the only time that you have to slow down. Now, the second thing, which they're all going to be related, but the second reason why you are mindlessly snacking in the evening is because you don't have boundaries. You just say yes to everybody. You don't know how to speak up for yourself. And a lack of boundaries means that you aren't filling up your own cup. You're people pleasing. You're not speaking up for yourself. You're taking on extra tasks at work when you're already so overwhelmed, so burnt out already. When your friend asks you if you're free, you literally are like, I cannot add one more thing to my calendar, but you say yes anyways because you don't know how to say no. You feel bad for saying no. You think, oh, are they going to get mad? Are they going to get upset? Oh, okay, let me just go. I know I'm so tired and honestly, I haven't even gotten my workout in yet, but I'm just going to go and I'm going to say yes because I don't know how to say no. When you lack boundaries, when you don't know how to speak up for yourself, when you don't know how to say no to things that you don't have the time, energy, or capacity for, you are going to come home and you're going to be so exhausted, you're going to be so burnt out that you're going to be using food to comfort yourself in the evening. And you're also going to feel really bad because you know that you're not prioritizing yourself in the way that you want to prioritize yourself. There's nothing more frustrating. There's nothing more frustrating when you know that you're putting everybody else before you. You said that, you're going to get your workout in and you love working out. You love working out, but you said you were going to get your workout in. And then after your friend asked you to do something, so you said yes to your friend. You said yes to your friend, and now you're feeling bad because you're like, oh, I didn't get my workout in. When you lack boundaries, you have no capacity for yourself. When you don't know how to say no, to other people, you say no to yourself, your priorities, your health, your habits, the things that fill up your own cup. I am a boundary boss, okay? I have very clear boundaries in my relationship with my clients, with family members, with friends, because boundaries are out of self-love. I care about myself. I respect my time. I value who I am as a human being. And so not everybody just gets my time and energy. Saying no is not mean. It means that you love yourself. You value yourself. You respect yourself. I started setting boundaries probably in 2018, and it's literally changed my life. And here's the thing. The people who get mad at your boundaries don't have boundaries themselves. Yes, that makes total sense. Overwhelm equals overeating. Yes. I always say as well to my clients, I say, the speed of your life determines the speed of your eating. And so when you're also just go, you're not going to be like, okay, let's dedicate 30 minutes to a nice meal and let's slow down. Okay, I'm going to put my utensils down. Like, that does not happen, right? Like, when you're so busy, you also scarf the food down your throat. You eat like within 5 seconds, right? So it's all just so intertwined. But a lack of boundaries, not being able to say no, you're going to feel burnt out, you're going to feel overwhelmed, and then you're going to turn to food. To number one, make yourself feel better because you didn't prioritize yourself, but also you literally don't have the capacity to do anything else. When you are giving so much to other people, come the end of the day, the only thing left you have to give to yourself is numbing out because you literally don't have the energy to do anything else. And that's not self-love. Being so burnt out at the end of the day, that's not self-love. You should be the top priority. For me personally, it's like I have all my workouts in my schedule. I have when I go for walks. I have alone time. I have date night with my husband. I have certain things to fill up my own cup first. And then based off of that, I see what else do I want to give my energy to. So the people that don't respect your boundaries do not have boundaries themselves. And the people that love you will respect your boundaries. Your friend will understand. If you say, hey, I'm actually really tired, I'm not able to make it today, can we do tomorrow? She's going to understand if she actually is a good friend, but also if she has boundaries herself. People who don't have boundaries are like, what do you mean? Like, they're so confused because they don't value themselves, and then they don't value the fact that you're actually prioritizing yourself. They're like confused. They're like, well, what are you talking about? So first reason why you are mindlessly snacking in the evening is that you're just really busy throughout the day. You don't know how to slow down and just be with yourself. Number two, you lack boundaries. You don't know how to say no. And then number three, which kind of ties, like everything's all related, but you don't have me time during the day. The only time you get me time is in the evening. Now, you've associated me time in the evening with eating. And I shared this on my Facebook and my Instagram the other day. And I said this. Truth? Yes. I said this. What you want in the evening is me time, right? Of course, you want time to relax, to unwind. You want to spend time with yourself. You don't want to spend time with food. But your me time is not actually spending time with yourself. Your me time in the evening is spending time with food. So you actually don't ever get me time. You don't ever get me time because the time that you are thinking is me time in the evening is you eating, and that's not time to connect with yourself. That's not time to unwind and relax. You are connecting more with food than you are connecting to yourself. And that's not good. Because if you're not connected to yourself, how can you feel hunger and fullness? How can you know the difference between a physical hunger cue and an emotional hunger cue? You can't tap into your beautiful intuition if you are so connected to food more so than being connected to yourself and your intuition. So yes, you need me time in the evening, but you need to stop associating me time in the evening with eating. Me time doesn't have to be the fact that you're eating something, because that's not actually me time. Now, I'm not saying you can't snack in the evening. You absolutely can. And in fact, I was talking to one of my clients and she was like, okay, I've been feeling so good. It's just still like the evenings where I just find myself like eating and I know I'm not even hungry. And by the way, I'm doing a free masterclass next week all about mindless snacking, how to stop mindlessly snacking. So if you're resonating with this, be sure to register. Dawn, you're going to love the masterclass. It's an interesting perspective. I can relate to it. You're going to love the masterclass. So join the masterclass. It's completely free. That's happening next week. Okay, how to stop mindlessly snacking. And I'm also running a program at the end of the month, and it's called Permission to Just Be. This program is all about healing your relationship with rest, giving yourself permission, learning how to actually just be with yourself so that you don't need food to comfort you. How to actually just be with yourself so when you have 20 minutes to yourself, you can just be instead of using food to fill the void. So be sure to register for the free masterclass. And then if you want to join the program that's happening at the end of the month, you're like, yes, I always feel bad for resting. Like, I don't know how to just be with myself. I'm always doing something or I'm always eating. You can message me, Just Be, and I'll send you the details for that program starting at the end of the month. But you need to have me time. You need me time. Like, everybody needs time for themselves. But if you are constantly connecting time for yourself with eating, you're not actually getting me time. And then you go to bed and you're burnt out, and again, you're exhausted, and then you wake up. And again, this is where maybe you sleep in because you're more exhausted. Maybe you don't get in your morning routine. Maybe you don't go for that walk because instead of actually decompressing and unwinding, maybe cuddling up with your husband, watching some reality TV or reading a book or whatever you guys do in the evening, like just chilling out, you were eating. And so because you didn't fill up your own cup, the next day you're still running on low capacity. So this is all so important. Again, number one reason why you are mindlessly snacking in the evening is that you don't know how to slow down and just be with yourself. And that's why the program is going to be so supportive. Number two, you have a lack of boundaries. You don't know how to speak up for yourself and say no. And then number three, you don't have me time in the evening. You don't have me time during the day. The only time you have me time is in the evening, but that's not actually me time when you're connecting more with food than you are connecting to yourself. So those are the three reasons why you are snacking in the evening. Again, if you want to register for that free masterclass, it's completely free on how to stop mindless snacking. We're going to dive deeper. You can join the free masterclass. And then if you want to join the program, Permission to Just Be, if you know you have a hard time resting, you feel guilty for resting, you have a hard time slowing down, like you feel like you always need to be doing something. Well, I can't sit down on the couch because I could be doing laundry. Well, I can't relax because I could be going for a walk and I could be doing this. Like if your husband or your partner have ever told you, like, you cannot sit still for 5 minutes, you need to be inside of this program. So you can message me, Just Be, and I will send you the link or the details to that program. Okay. So those are the few things that I have coming up. And they're both intertwined. They're both super important. There is something for everyone. Teresa said, should I drop my friends for always commenting on my weight gain? Well, I don't think you have to drop them. That's pretty severe. But I would just set a boundary. I would really appreciate if you didn't comment on my body. Some people have no idea. Some people are very oblivious. They have no idea that comments about people's bodies are very, nobody should be commenting on anyone's body. So sometimes you just have to let them know, hey, I actually would really appreciate if we didn't make comments about my body. Just stating that as a boundary is really important. Because some people don't know. Some people literally do not know that they shouldn't be commenting on other people's bodies. And so just making that comment, stating that boundary is going to be really important. And what I often find is the people who comment on other people's bodies typically have body image issues themselves. People who love themselves, people who are so happy, who are so healthy, they love taking care of themselves, they love who they are, they're not commenting on other people's bodies. They're you're glowing, because they're so happy, they love themselves. The people who are insecure in their own skin project their own insecurities onto other people. Yes, projection for sure, if commenting on others, yes. Exactly, I was just going to say that, yes. Well, I said it and then you commented. But it's true. I remember the times that I struggled the most with my body image. I was I never said anything to anyone, but I had very judgmental thoughts in my mind, or I remember one time we were at the cottage and my sister, we were all just having a snack, and my sister didn't have a snack. And I said to her, why aren't you eating anything? Come on, everyone else is having a snack. But I said that because I felt bad that I was eating a snack and she wasn't. And she was in a smaller body than me. So I was projecting my insecurity onto her, being why aren't you going to eat something? Come on, just eat a snack. And that was because I was trying to feel better about having a snack when my sister wasn't having something. But again, somebody who loves themselves, somebody who's very confident in their food choices, doesn't care if you're eating or not. They're not worried. They're loving themselves. They're focused on I'm listening to my intuition. I trust myself. I'm intuitive. Yes, I want the snack, so it doesn't matter if you're not going to have a snack. I want a snack. It doesn't matter if I don't want a snack and you want a snack. That's totally fine. There are so many times to this day I am eating something, my husband doesn't want a snack. Or my husband will go out for ice cream and I won't want something. When you trust yourself, you're not worried about what other people are eating or not eating. You're not worried about the way other people look. You're not worried about that. You're so focused on yourself, your intuition, your hunger and fullness, trusting yourself, loving yourself. It doesn't matter what anyone else around you is doing. So we're going to wrap up this little mini training on the 3 different reasons why you are mindlessly snacking specifically in the evening. Okay. So again, we have the free masterclass coming up. And we also have the Permission to Be program. You have to message me to get access to that. So just message me and I will send you the link if you're interested in either of those masterclasses and programs. So thank you guys so much for being here. I will be putting this up on the podcast. You're welcome, Dawn. I'm going to be putting this up on the Ditch Decade Diets podcast. And then the links are all going to be in the show notes. So be sure that you're on there as well too. All right, badasses. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day. We'll see you guys inside the masterclass. We'll see you guys inside the program. And we will see you guys soon. Okay.